Bing, boing, bing. Everybody has a story to tell with Toddie One Skip. Hey guys, this is Everybody Has a Story to Tell. Toddie One Skip. I am Toddie One Skip, and you are not. And this is not issues with. I know it kind of started out the same way, but I'm still Toddie One Skip, and you're still not. Guys, let's go back. Bing, boing, bing. This is Everybody Has a Story to Tell with Toddie One Skip. Hey guys, Kristy Blanchard. Kristy Blanchard! The stepmom who has been mistreated but has mistreated. She is somebody that said horrible things about Dee Dee and then said good things about Dee Dee. You know, Kristy said Dee Dee wasn't left because of her. And I don't know that Rod is staying because of Kristy. We have a whole different view of Kristy Blanchard because of the FOIAs that have come out and also the weird behavior. Like, what step-grandmother is going to go ahead and share pictures of a baby that's, you know, her granddaughter with a male that she doesn't know but only knows does not like Gypsy? What was supposed to happen with that? Why was Kristy, and why is Kristy always, it seems, the catalyst to get Gypsy into trouble? She's the one that caused problems between Ryan and Gypsy when Gypsy was going to get her stuff back from Ryan. According to Gypsy, that's what Ryan said. That Kristy said, let's go over there and get your stuff, and let's not say anything, and let's bring the cops. Is Kristy's life so boring that she has to manipulate her stepdaughter? Her life is boring because it seems like Rod doesn't have much of an interest in her other than guilt for wanting to leave her. That's not on Kristy, that's on Rod. That poor behavior. The poor behavior that's on Kristy is, trying to take photos and actually sending them to a content creator who she knew wasn't fond of Gypsy at all. And a male. And somebody she honestly did not know, and she wasn't getting paid for it. So what was the motive there? Why do it? Was she so desperate that she was trying to have something going with that content creator? Was she feeling that maybe there was a connection that she had towards that content creator? This is speculation because I don't know. I'm just trying to find a motivation to why a stepmom would take photos and send them to somebody that could very well have exposed them. How did she know that that wasn't going to happen? Guys, what's the gain here? Is it just because she's so pissed off at the betrayal that she feels towards Gypsy and towards Rod and them together and how they treated her in the way that Gypsy was Rod's confidant, somebody that he could confide in about Gypsy's stepmom, talking smack about Kristy? Why doesn't he have friends on the boat that he could talk to? Why did he bring Gypsy into it? And then why did Gypsy go ahead and act on it? Now, supposedly Gypsy had a problem with the 19-year-old where she was upset and she confided in Kristy and Kristy confided in Gypsy, and Gypsy was manipulated by both of them. That's just the truth. I don't care for Gypsy, but Kristy was manipulating her, pulling on her heartstrings about what it feels like to be hurt by her dad, and her dad was saying, you don't know what it feels like to go home and not be attracted to somebody and have them. Why did Gypsy need to know any of this, and where was the payback? and how much money was actually made off of Gypsy. Again, not a fan of Gypsy, but what's the motivation of Kristy? Where's her motivation? That's the question that I would love to know. She has apologized for things. She has gone back and forth. She has praised Gypsy only to go behind her back and do things to hurt her. That's the problem. It seems like that's just a Blanchard. There's a gene in the Blanchard family that they all seem to have, except for we're going to leave Dylan out of it, and I'll leave me out of it. But as far as the other one, including Dee Dee, who did not deserve to die the way she died. And I don't know how and why Kristy changed her mind about Dee Dee, except that had to be about money. Because there was nothing. There was no contact. She wasn't bothering anybody. The next time you heard about her was after your stepdaughter unalived her in the most vicious way, which you might want to ask your stepdaughter why the hell she unalived her in that most vicious way when she could have unalived her in a more humane way. You know? So, and the fact, why did you feel safe with her living in your house knowing this? See, there's a whole thing back there. A whole ass thing back there. I don't believe that Kristy has anybody's interest at heart except for perhaps Rod's and her 2 kids. As far as Gypsy and Aurora, we can already see by the behavior. Forget about the words. By the behavior. By the behavior. And what could have been actually dangerous if the wrong person could have gotten the pictures of the baby. Because she didn't know who she was sending him to. An avatar. That's who she was sending him to. An avatar. Somebody who you don't even know their name. Who did not like your stepdaughter. So what was the goal there? And why was Aurora made to pay that price? That's something. So I'd really like to know, who do you think, Kristy Blanchard is? I think right now she's a pretty insecure woman because she let Rod do that to her. I think right now she's kind of feeling the heat with everybody. When all falls down, not a lot of people stand up. Guys, this is Everybody Has a Story to Tell with Toddie One Skip. Don't let Kristy Blanchard's story be yours. Do the right thing, guys. You know what the right thing is. Do the right thing. Don't show baby pictures that don't belong to you online when you know that there's a lot of people that don't want good for your stepdaughter. Why would you do that? Alright, guys. Everybody has a story to tell. With Toddie One Skip. Thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks, guys. Bing, boing, bing. Everybody has a story to tell with Toddie One Skip.